These are the top 10 signs that a man is just not that into you. Girls, we do not want to waste our time being delulu. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. If he does any of these 10 things, he is not that interested. The first thing is actually a word, and it keeps coming up if he doesn't like you.
Busy.
But I'm so busy. Busy is actually code word for not interested.
Yup.
Lamest hug in the world. If someone likes you and is into you.
Let me guess. I'm guessing this. They tap.
You and they have the opportunity to hug you, they are going to give you the longest, most intense hug they can.
Yeah.
Opportunity and give you like a limp or a lame hug. They are not into you. Research actually shows that we laugh more at the people we like, even if we don't think they're as funny. If you literally can't get him to laugh, he doesn't like you. Next, if you're standing near him and he does one or all of the following behaviors: crossing his arms, clenching his fists, scowling, or frowning with his forehead. These are anger and frustration. So if he does them around you, it's because he doesn't like you. If he averts his gaze, we humans are literally programmed to look at the things we like for a longer period of time than the things we don't like. If he's averting his gaze or not really looking at you, he probably doesn't like you. If you are talking about something super important to you and he interrupts you to say something unrelated, he was not listening.
And he don't care.
And he doesn't like you. If you're
Y'all want to know a giveaway to know if your man secretly hates you? He find a way to ruin your birthday.
Yup.
I swear. Go look at the comment, bro. They gonna tell you yourself. I'm not gonna lie to you. He find somehow to make you cry on your birthday. All of a sudden, he got a problem with your outfit. He got to bring up some old shit that y'all had squashed to start an argument. And it's much deeper than what y'all think, bro. It's not a coincidence, I promise. That's a prime example of a man trying to dim your light. A man that doesn't celebrate you, a man that don't congratulate you. He don't want you to achieve your goals or dreams or become better unless his name is attached to it. That man secretly hates you. And he hates you because he envies you. And he envies you because deep down he knows you better than him. And I ain't talking about the niggas that be like, oh yeah,
it's not even that he knows that you're better than him. He thinks that you're better than him because we don't know if you're actually better than him. That's subjective. That's how you feel about yourself and how he feels about him. I think the problem lies that he thinks he's better than you. And that's why he's jealous of you.
My girl was out my league and I bagged her and she's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the niggas that know that they can't match the value that their girl brings. She's more disciplined than you. She more brave than you. She more emotionally intelligent. She make more money on us. That breed. Most men, just ego-wise, they can't stand feeling inferior. They hate it. And what you typically see when a woman is...
Well, I feel like... I don't know, the way he's saying this, it reminds me of Derek Jackson. Remember, he always talked about men will cheat. Ends up finding out he was like compulsive cheater. Like he cheated on his wife with so many women, even had like a secret apartment and stuff. But he was dishing the same type of advice online. And the only reason why I think that for this guy is what he's explaining essentially is like a narcissist. And he's doing the narcissist smirk where his mouth keeps going up like this. So I'm a little suspicious on this guy. But what he's saying is valid. But I think he knows this factually because he's experienced this, because he is that person, if that makes sense. I'm totally like jumping the gun here, but this is just how I feel.
With a nigga like that, bro, self-sabotage. Oh, he got to bring you down. He got to shoot your confidence. He got to find ways to make people not see the value in you. And more importantly, not allow you to see the value in yourself.
If your man does some or all of the things I'm about to tell you, then he hates you. He hates you. Number one, he doesn't do anything special or make any plans for your birthday. Oh, I don't care about birthdays. We never celebrated my birthday big.
And not just birthdays. If she's talking about celebration versus ruining your birthday was one thing, but celebrating your birthday and specifically holidays. If he's not getting you anything for Valentine's Day, doesn't make the effort to get anything for Christmas or Valentine's Day, it's all the holidays, and he uses excuses like that, he secretly hates you. Because think about the people you love in your life. Like, you go out your way to celebrate them. You know what I mean? In any way that may be.
Growing up, I don't care. This isn't about you. It's about my birthday, and you better make me feel special, because it's a great opportunity for you to make me feel special. And why wouldn't you want to do that for the person that you love?
It's true.
Next one is going to be 1A. He doesn't like to celebrate holidays. Oh, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Oh, we didn't make a big deal about holidays in my family. I don't care. Once again, this doubly applies to holidays such as Valentine's Day, which again is an opportunity for your man to make you feel special. If he doesn't want to participate, if he calls it a Hallmark holiday, he hates you, my girl. He hates you.
Because you could get a heart of chocolates and a card and some flowers from, I don't know, Trader Joe's.
I don't want to feel forced to get you flowers and candy and a car. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that?
She's accurate. She's accurate.
Rather not do anything and have me feel sad all day or all for a whole week and then talk shit about you to my girlfriends. Would you rather that?
Yeah.
Just get the fucking flowers. Just do it.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal. They're fucking $9.
Yeah.
He won't claim you on social media. Do not fall for the I'm a
private person. I already know what she's gonna say.
private person. I don't like people knowing my business.
Fake. He lie, I mean.
Relationship with me would be a humongous part of your life. You don't
It's
want
not private
people to
business.
be in your business. But everyone should know anyway that you're dating me. So who are you keeping this a secret from? An ex-girlfriend you're still in love with, perhaps? You want to appear single
She's good.
to the people who don't know you well? We're not doing that shit. We're not doing that shit. Number 3, he doesn't communicate very much and says things like, I'm not good on the phone, or I'm not a good texter. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
In the year of our Lord of 2024, that is not a viable excuse. It's just not. I fucking hate talking on the phone, but I will talk for hours and hours with my boyfriend because I love to hear his silly little voice and hear about his stupid little
day
he did during the day. It warms my heart because I love him.
Yep.
Dated a guy where I literally told him to set an alarm on his phone to remind himself to reach out to me. And he goes, but I don't know what to say. And I literally told him the things he could say. How was your day? What are you doing right now? What's up? Hi. The things we do for a bare minimum.
He doesn't know what to say because he doesn't care. He doesn't care about you or what you're doing, what you're up to. He don't care how your day is. He doesn't care if you went to lunch with your coworker and what you guys talked about. You just have to pay attention to behavior. Once you start paying attention to behavior and like don't make excuses. You know how like us girls, like we be making excuses sometimes. Like, oh, he's probably just busy. If he's busy and he'll make time for you. I promise. If it's only if he sees you as important.
Man, it's crazy. Number 4, you have to start therapy because of his actions. You're trying to rationalize in your mind, like, is this normal? Am I asking for too much? Maybe my expectations are...
Run.
They're not.
Run.
If you're so frustrated that you have to talk to a professional about the issues, he hates you. Number 4, you have to order a bunch of self-help books about attachment styles. Honey, he's dismissive avoidant. You don't need to study about that. You don't need to know the ins and outs. You don't need to know the signs and symptoms of a dismissive avoidant. Just know that he is, and you're not going to change that. If you're with a dismissive or fearful avoidant right now, you need to just be done.
You want to know what's heartbreaking? Watching your man's love for you turn into hate. It is literally one of the most heartbreaking things that you can experience. When suddenly it feels like even the way you breathe aggravates them. They stop handling you with care and consideration.
And they're constantly annoyed. Every little thing is an annoyance.
And like, even the smallest conversations feel forced. And you can't even remember the last time that he told you he loved you unprovoked. And don't let those memories pop up. And you see the videos of how he used to look at you and love on you, and you realize that y'all haven't been in that space in a very long time. You can literally feel him giving up on you. He's touching you less, kissing you even less.
Girl, give up on him too. You making me feel bad. Give up on him. Bye. You the prize.
Feels like it's just something for him to get off, rather than an intimate moment. Literally zero intimacy. It's especially hurtful when you've been nothing but a good woman and they just feel like you no longer serve a purpose in their life. Whew. And then when you finally start to realize what you wanted for a lifetime might have only been meant for a season. And that's crazy.
And that's okay. It's okay.
And honestly, to me, that's
move on.
hurt. about relationships and opening up your heart to somebody.
One of the ways you can know like a man is like playing with you and he don't really like you for real. It could be that he just want one thing or whatever it is that you do for him, that most likely that's all he wants. Now I feel like any woman over 30 should know this, but I know it's just some people like that just don't be knowing the signs when the man be playing with you and he be acting like he don't know what's going on. But I'm here to break it to you, these dudes know exactly what they be doing every time. So I know some of y'all experience this, right? So maybe you guys are planning to meet up for whatever reason. It could be to hang out, to do what y'all do. Y'all plan to meet up, right? And you will realize that a man he would communicate the most when he's about to get something from you. Like he would be writing you back. Like you could barely send a message and he already responding. He just giving you great communication because he knows he's about to see you. He's about to gain something from it. But then instantly, like after y'all see each other or after y'all do what y'all do, whatever
Ghost.
maybe, right after that,
disappear
in the same energy. So you could write him like you would just write him right before, and all of a sudden the communication is just different. All of a sudden he's not writing back right away or at all. He's not responding the same way he was just responding before he got what he got or he saw you or whatever the case may be. So now all of a sudden the communication instantly changes. And then this is one of the things they like to do is that they'll be like, oh, well, I had a lot going on, or like something came up, and it's just like they make an excuse as to why all of a sudden
because had you not done what you done, if you know what I mean, they'll still be on you like white on rice because it's a challenge. They're trying to get what they want. I agree 100%.
When in our reality they only wanted what they wanted.
By the way, like she's saying this, it looks like if they're not dating, I'm not sure like what stage she's talking about, but it's the same thing in relationships. It's the same thing if you're married, right? They'll be your bestie when they want something, but once they get it, they'll go back to being distant
from you. So at that point they don't need to communicate no more until they get it again or
until they want it
to see you again. It's like they always come up with that reason of like, oh, because something.
And think about a female or us like the not toxic guys. Whenever they have free time, they're gonna want to see you, and it's not only to gain something in return.
So something just happened just that fast. You was just communicating before we met up with each other, but all of a sudden you're not communicating right after, and then it's, oh, something came up, I have a lot going on. It's bullshit, okay?
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Whenever you're in a relationship or talking to a guy and he looks at you like he genuinely hates you,
he does.
Believe that he does. Because I'm going to tell you 110% that a guy that seems...
I can just sit in a room with a couple and I can tell, and I'm not even going to just say the guy hates the woman because, obviously there's cases where the girl hates the guy as well, right? Normally, I can tell that a person hates the other partner immediately by their body language. Are they facing towards each other? Are they touching each other? And sometimes too, like if you're thinking, oh, because they touch each other, that they're in just this deep love, but like their feet is not, their bodies are not even facing to each other, so they're facing outward but they're touching each other. It's fake. It's fake. When I'm like looking on Instagram or I'm in an environment where there's couples that everybody's pretending that they're perfect, like just look at the body language between the couples and you'll see like what's really happening. But anyway, I digress.
Uninterested when he's around you, or he gives you these mean faces, or it just seems like he is off,
pissed off, annoyed,
that he is not attracted to you at all.
And the worst part is when he's around other people, he's the life of the party, where they act like that when it's just you guys. I'm triggered.
I would be looking at you like this is because he knows that you are the only readily available option to him. And since a guy would rather be with someone than no one, he decided to settle down with you, even though he's not that attracted to you. See, y'all be thinking that guys just be uninterested, or, they just be having this face that makes them seem like they're mean, or they don't want to be around you. When in actuality, if it was a girl that they actually wanted, they would never act like this at all. And the worst part is, this is also the phase known as when you slowly start hating your girlfriend. He didn't plan on being in a long-term relationship with you or in a relationship with you at all. That's why he always will have an attitude. And you see, the sad reality is, majority of the time, whenever he acts like he hates you or, he's mean to you out of nowhere, this also means that he either plans on cheating on you or he has cheated on you. But y'all stay safe out here, man. See, ladies,
But wouldn't you be nice to your partner that's cheating? But wouldn't he be happier if he's cheating on you because he'll be scared you're gonna catch him? I don't know.
If you are out walking somewhere with your man and he routinely doesn't wait for you, doesn't slow down, and always walks ahead of you, I can tell you from experience, that man hates your girls.
Yeah.
Men are naturally just wired to be protectors, right? Well, I mean, they used to be. They all want princess treatment now. Anyway, so if he's quite happy to just pay you no mind and leave you in his dust every time you're out together, it says a lot. It says that he doesn't really care about your whereabouts, doesn't care about your safety. He's just not thinking about you or where you're at, or if you even made it across the street alive. He don't give a Ross. And I mean, if he sees you struggling to keep up and he just carries on doing it.
I never thought about that, but it's true.
He wants you dead.
Unalived.
Yeah, if your man has zero natural inclination to protect you and to look out for you just on a day-to-day, it's not looking good, bruv. I know it probably sounds kind of extreme to link the two things together, but honestly,
it's not.
Guy doesn't really care, doesn't really like you that much. It will trickle down to so many different areas, even subconsciously. I mean, you probably wouldn't think where a guy chooses to walk could be an indicator of how he feels about you, but it really is.
It is.
This guy who would always speed ahead and just leave me walking by myself. Tell me it was because I was too slow and I just needed to keep up. But when we would go out with his friends' girlfriends, he would happily hang back and walk with the girls who were struggling in their heels. He just did not rate me at all. Oh, also, him walking ahead of you all the time actually could mean that he's embarrassed to be seen with you in public. So he's trying to walk as far away from you as possible. So yeah, there's also that. Anyway, girl, let me know if the guy's ever done this to you, or if you even knew it was a thing. And I'll claim.
ladies, I'm going to put y'all on game.
Let's
How
go.
a man speaks to you is a direct reflection of how he feels about you.
Okay.
So if that man is always arguing with you, or he seems to call you out your name, or demeans you, or tries to belittle you, or make you feel smaller than what you actually are, then that means that he actually hates you and he doesn't really value the relationship. He doesn't really want to be with you. Y'all think that the toxic behaviors that these men display means that it's tough love and that he actually cares about you.
That's terrible.
That's not it at all. No man that actually loves you and cares for you and appreciates you would try to make you feel like you are less than what you actually are. Even in arguments, he would be the first one to apologize, even if he did nothing wrong at all. And the harsh reality is, majority of the time, when a guy is treating you like this, that means that he is entertaining or talking to another girl, or he's actually cheated on you already.
Again, I'm not going to go as far as say that they're cheating on you. I can't personally say that. But there is a big possibility, right? And if you're not cutting it, they may go somewhere else. But I do agree with everything else he said.
Guys don't just act like this out of nowhere. They act like this when they're no longer attracted to their woman. Even though he may not be personally attracted to you anymore, will not stop him from leading you on. But y'all stay safe though.
It's interesting that the guys are highlighting that this secretly hating behavior is associated with being unattractive. Or is it a reflection of the man that he is and has nothing to do with you? Yeah, I agree with that. He hates himself. Yeah, preach sis. My ex cussed me out because I wanted a little reassurance because I asked if he still wanted to be with me, and a couple of days later I left him because his what girl? His behavior got worse and he was controlling. Sis, I'm glad you left. Go ahead.
You know, if that man hates you, literally just play We're Not Really Strangers. The game, buy it right now. I will not seriously date someone until we play that game. That's my new rule.
I'm gonna do all the hard work for you guys, and I'm gonna find it, and I'll link it down below, either in the description or in the comments, or maybe even both. We're gonna see what she about to say about the game, but I'm curious.
Time last year, I was dating like this guy, whatever, and we played that game. One of the questions were, what's the first thing you noticed about me on our first date? You know, when I walked in, yes. He said, your silver jewelry. Not my eyes, not my smile. Heck,
not my walk.
But my silver jewelry. Like, he could have said my kneecaps. He could have said my elbows. I don't even think he was referencing our first date. I think like that, in that moment of us playing the game, he was like, oh, what can I say?
He don't care. They don't care. Not they don't care, because men do care. But these type of men don't care.
I continued to date him for 2 months after that, and that was my fault. Because you have to realize, it's going to be Mr. Big or it's going to be Aiden.
You live it, you learn.
Play it at your own risk because it can hurt your feelings. You will quickly realize if that man does not like you because he'll get so uncomfortable. There were some questions that were like genuinely good questions. He was like, these are kind of really deep. Like, I don't... I'm like, sir, we've already...
One thing I notice is if they can't get deep like that, like, what do you like about me, essentially? If they squirm at that question or such questions that she mentioned, I think they can't feel that deep. They can't feel like people who feel normally feel. Because you should be able to be like, listen, we had a few dates. What do you like about me? Be able to be like, oh, I like your smile. I like the way you tell a story, or your funny jokes, or your eyes do this when you laugh. I don't know. So I don't know what you should say, but it should be honest.
We communicated and established that we're exclusively dating. Why do you have a problem with deep and serious questions? What are we doing here?
I'm glad she left. I don't think that's it.